Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's the night economy. Let me see who is here today. Who is here with me? Come, let's do this. Who is here with me tonight? This is Static Cash. This is Night Economy, and it's beautiful. It's lovely to have you here today. All right, guys. So who's here? Who's coming to the Night Economy? So come on. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do this. Oh, great. Let's do this. Who's here with me? I'm waiting for you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right. I'm waiting for you. How to profit from bad economy. Wow. Let's have some experience together tonight. Let's learn together. Let's share together. Let's speak point. Let's speak lessons. Let's learn how to change our world and make it a better place. Most importantly, if you live in this side of the world, the news, the media, the government, everything may not be going the way you expected it right now. So how can you make something good happen for you? This is a Night Economy with Tade Cash, and it's beautiful to have you here. Let me know who is here with me tonight. Tell your friends. Let's kick it up. It's 9:18 Nigeria time. Let's move. Madam Catherine, it's good to have you here tonight. Let's share this. The moment people in your life also know how to profit from the bad economy, it's going to be awesome and beautiful for every one of us. So you don't want to hide this truth to yourself alone. Paul Olayemi, it's good to have you here tonight. Tell your friends. Let's share this so that more people can pick lessons and we can all grow together. All right. Okay. Let's speak that together. Let's do this. Good evening once again, Madam Catherine. It's always good having you here almost all the time. All right. So it's good to have you here today. Let's pick lessons. Let's learn from each other. Let's teach. Let's share what we're learning with other people. Nick Anthony, it's good to have you here today. All right. Let's connect here tonight. Let's have conversation. How can you profit from the bad economy? How can you use the moment, the economy of Nigeria, to literally change your world? How can you do that? All right, so that's what we're here today. Let's do this. All right. Tell your friends, tell your people. Awesome, brother. Awesome, Anthony. Good to have you here today. Tell your friends, tell the people you know. Let them become a part of this meeting today. All right. I'm telling you, what we're sharing is going to be mind-blowing. It's going to lift people up. It's going to show people. Somebody's going to pick an idea, and one idea can literally change your life. Now, someone bought this book. Someone bought this book few weeks ago, and he was sharing the other time. He said, the idea that he picked in this book, he bought it for Nigerian currency for 15,000 naira. That's like $15. All right, averagely about $15 right now. And so it's and guess what happened? the idea that he picked from it. In about a month, he made about 187,000. And now, according to him, in the next 6 months, the idea and more implementation of that idea will make him more than 1 million. And so what does that mean? It means that one idea can change your life. One single idea that is properly implemented can transform your life. And so, what are you going to, it's going to transform your life, I promise. And so that's a beautiful one. And so what do you want to do with that? You want to be able to learn and implement. All right, so it's good to have you here today. Isaiah Madi, it's good to have you here tonight. This is Nigeria. I'm broadcasting from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. Let me know where you are and watching us from or sharing this form. It's good to connect with you today. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a few things also in my notes so that I don't forget the thoughts that I want to share with you, so that it can be more concrete and it can be more life transforming. Okay, Priest Will, it's good to connect with you tonight. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. Do not hesitate to share. Share with your friends, share with people. Let people connect with us and let us do this together. All right. Thank you for watching all the way from Owerri in Imo State. Thank you. Tell your friends, tell your people. Let's do this together tonight. All right. How can you profit from bad economy? Oh, man. The truth is, whatever you deny is going to control you. All right. Whatever you deny is going to control you. So for you to change anything, the first criteria is to accept it. Oh, Paul, all the way from Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State. Thanks for joining us all the way from Ijebu-Ode. Let me know where you are joining us from. Let me know where you are in the part of the world. You are from Malaysia, you are from Singapore, you are from Ghana, you are from Australia, you are from Enugu, you are from Abuja, wherever you are watching from, my friends. Let me know so that we can connect. I love to connect with you. I love to know more about you so that I can find a way to help more. All right, so let's connect today. How can you profit from the bad economy? Shamaka, thank you for watching all the way from Asaba. Awesome, beautiful. Columbus, Dennis, thank you for joining. Let us know where you are joining from. Oyeka, let us know where you are joining us from. It's going to be beautiful today. Do not forget to share. Let's reach more people. Patrick Zulu, thank you for watching all the way from Lusaka, Zambia. Good connecting with you tonight. Let me know where you're watching us from. Wherever you are in the world, watching us from, let's connect today. All right? Let's know where you're watching us from. Collis Ebobe, thanks for joining tonight. Let's know where you're watching us from. Oyeka watching us from Enugu State, Nigeria. Thank you. All right. Let me start by saying this to you. Keep joining, keep telling us where you're watching from. Keep telling us where you're watching from. Do not forget to share the video. I'm sharing with you. I think the way we can create more prosperity is that what is shared with you, you can share with others. Because whatever we share does not reduce it. Whatever we share multiply. So when I share with you, I'm multiplying the truth that has found expression in me. So when you also share the same truth, it's finding a bigger expression. Before I drop the garment on the earth, I would like to be acknowledged as one of the guys that brings a lot of people into abundance and help a lot of people to see freedom lifestyle as common. And that is not going to be based on just motivation, but strategy as I live the life, because I am a practitioner of my truth. By the way, it's not my truth, it's the truth that I uncover. Thank you, Fatima Oluwatoyin, for joining us today. Whatever you share multiplies. Make sure you are sharing the right thing. Ronke, Sunny, thank you for joining today. Thank you for joining today. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wherever you are in the world, join us today. Let's connect together. Let's have conversation. How to profit from the bad economy. Let me tell you, the economy, we are all living in this economy. And when I mean this economy, I'm not necessarily just talking about you living in Nigeria. I'm talking about wherever you live in Africa, wherever you live, from Lusaka, from Ghana, from Cote d'Ivoire, from South Africa, from Botswana, from Lesotho, from Rwanda, wherever you are, from Ethiopia, from Egypt, from Morocco, from Algeria, or wherever you are in the world, in America, in Australia, in Asia, in America, wherever you are in the world, we all operate in an economy. So let me quickly start by saying this to you. To prosper in our times, you have to change what you focus on, and you have to choose what things means to you. I'll say that again. To prosper in our times, you have to change what you focus on, and you have to choose. You have to choose what you focus on and change what things means to you. I'll say that again. To prosper in hard times, you have to choose what you focus on and change what things means to you. All right? These are the fundamental, and that's where I'm starting from today. For you to change, for you to prosper in difficult times, for you to prosper in seemingly bad economy, the first thing that you have to do is that you have to choose what you focus on. If you don't choose what you focus on, you don't create energy. We live in an energy field, but you can't create energy. So what do? You can direct energy. So you can direct the flow of energy based on your focus. So when your focus, wherever your focus is, that is the direction of your energy in your life. So you can literally, it's not an easy work. It's not an easy work for you to maintain a positive outlook in a negative economic position. And so the moment you understand this, you will understand what we are sharing today. So I want to show you how to profit from the bad economy. And the moment you get what I'm sharing with you today, I believe it's going to transform your business, it's going to transform your life, it's going to transform everything that you do. So I started by telling you that for you to prosper in our times, you have to choose what you focus on and change what things mean to you. Now, there was a man. He was blind. He was sitting by the roadside. And then he heard the sound of the multitude passing by. Remember, look and follow this story. There was a blind man. He was a blind man. He was sitting by the roadside. He heard the sound, the passerby, the multitude passing by. And for someone else, he would have said, what's going on there? Look at it. Because that often a time, what is going on and what is happening, they are not the same. So rather than him saying what is going on there, he asks a very fantastic question. He said, what does the sound that I'm hearing, what does it mean? He said, the sound I'm hearing, what does it mean? Wow, when I read that story, it was an amazing story for me. But that line stood out for me. The sound I'm hearing, what does it mean? So for you to prosper in our times, you must choose what you focus on, and you must change what things means to you. So what I'm hearing, what does it mean to me? What does the forecast, what does it mean to me? What do I want it to mean to me? or for me, as the case may be, what does all these things mean to me? So you have to realize that the beginning of all of the change that we have our core in your life is going to be based on two things. Number one, the things that you focus on, and number two, what things means to you. So you have the power to choose your focus. So if you focus on something, what you focus on directs your energy. So your energy is being directed by what you focus on. So you can choose to feed your mind, to feed you everything around you today with what you see. And so what it is and what it means is not necessarily the same. So the dollar in Nigeria, there is a so rise of the foreign currency. The foreign exchange is rising in a very exponential way. All right. First time in my lifetime seeing the dollar have gone to the rate he has gone to. All right. Even as an economy student with a first class, there are things that just blow my mind. All right. So there are things that just begin to look at and begin to see things. But let me share some of the finest of my mind with you today and show you how some things can begin to work for you. So my work tonight, or wherever you're watching from, in the morning, in the afternoon, to say to you that you can profit from a bad economy. By the way, the good news is that during the bad economy, what you call the bad economy, which you're going to see what it means in a jiffy, a lot of people begin to withdraw. A lot of people begin to submit to the negativity of the time. A lot of people begin to become cloudy in their perception. A lot of people begin to get, moody in their way of life. A lot of people begin to get gloomy in their approach to life. But this is what happened. In that moment, you have to learn to see differently, and you have to learn to approach life in a different way. Now, another thing I want you to take cognizance of. The first principle is what you focus on and what things means to you need to change. The thing is this. There's what I call the power of emphasis. And emphasis determines your approach. So what you emphasize in your life. If your emphasis in life is abundance, even in the midst of seemingly turmoil, your emphasis will determine the kind of approach you begin to have towards life. So we're going to go in that direction today. And I want you to always be mindful of this. Whatever you're learning, share with other people. If Funaya Ruth go to connect with you today, thank you for joining. Thank you. Otelaja Adeshino Adiolu, thank you for joining. So what happened is, physicality and reality are not always the same. All right? Physicality and reality are not always the same. So the first thing that you need to know is that to prosper in our times, you have to change what you focus on. You have to choose what you focus on and change what things means to you. So if you change what you focus on and what things means to you, guess what happened? Everything began to move in a different direction. Because what you focus on directs your energy. What things means to you activate your emotions. So your emotions are not just activated by things around you. Because the moment what you focus on determines how you function. So if you want to function differently, the first thing that you need to do is to change your focus. So the moment you don't change your focus, the moment you are focusing on the negativity, is going to affect your activity as well. So what you focus on is very important for you to transform your life. So if you're not focusing on what is going to make you what you want to be, guess what it's going to do? You are going to have a lot of problems. So let's move a little bit further. So what do you need to start focusing on? The first thing is to understand, to put premium on your language. All right? The first thing you need to do is to put premium on your language. What does that mean? You need to change some certain things in your life. For instance, you need to change difficult times to different times. All right. Now, you need to change difficult times to different times. So Nigeria is in different times. Oh, I love what Roski said many, many years ago, the American poet and essayist. He said there is no good or bad weather. They are just different kind of weather. Now, look at this. Look at this for a nanosecond. Look at it for a nanosecond. There is no good or bad weather. There are just different kind of weather. There is no good or bad economy in the real sense of it. Because who define what the economy that is good? Who define the economy that is bad? But this what happened. There are different kinds of economy. Remember what I said to you. What you focus on and what things means to you. Those both of them are the capacity to determine how you function. So your operating system on the earth will be determined by your focus, and it will also be determined by your meaning. So the meaning you give to things determines your feeling. The focus you put to things determines your energy. So if you want to change your energy, if you want to change the direction of your energy and you change the direction of your feeling, you need to put a premium on your language. So what that means is change difficult time to a different time. Now, there's going to be two things going to happen to you instantly. What's going to happen to you is that your focus will change and your meaning will change. Because if I tell you that this is a difficult time, now let me tell you, and I need you to pick this because it's going to affect the way you run your business. It's going to affect the way you run your life. Okay? It's going to affect the way you run your business. It's going to affect the way you run your life. Now, so this is it. The moment you say that something is your brain is not wired for problems. Your brain is wired for project. Okay? Your brain is not wired for problems. Your brain is wired for project. I'll say that again. Your brain is not wired for problem. Your brain is wired for project. So the moment you are pumping problems to your brain, the mental bandwidth of your brain begin to shut down. So what you want to do with your brain is to begin to redefine things. Is to begin to give your brain a different meaning of what things needs to be. And as a result of that, guess what happened to you? Your brain begin to find a way to resolve problems. Because it's no more a problem now, it's now project. And so this will happen. It goes from problem to project, and project becomes profit. So if you want to become profitable in your life, if you want to have profit from the seemingly bad economy, you need to begin to turn the bad economy to a project. And then the project then become profitable. So you want to find a way to manage the project to make it profitable to you. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So put premium on your language. Your language is very important. How you communicate will do two things for you. It will elevate you or demote you. You see, how you communicate will do two things for you. It will either elevate you or demote you. So many people are so accustomed to communicating in a way that they get demoted. So everybody says there is a problem. But you say, no, there is a new project I need to work on now. You know, you see the economy as a project. Now you see the dollar becoming 1,000 something or whatever it is as a new project that you need to manage. Now, do you pick what I'm just putting down? So change your language. Put a premium on your language. Be very, be very mindful of the language that you speak. So your brain is not wired for problem. Your brain is wired for project. So you will never hear me say things like, I have a problem. I don't have a problem. I have a project. I have a project to raise 5 billion naira. I have a project I don't have a problem. I have a project to sell 100 plot of land. I have a project to make the business go all around the world. I don't have a problem. Because the point is, I am dealing with my brain. Now, let me tell you, the number one money-making machine that the creator of the universe has given to you and I is our brain. Now, the way you use your brain can either lead to your gain or it can drain you. You see, your brain can drain your possibilities, or your brain can elevate your possibilities. So it's a new project you want to work on now. Because see, you have to keep telling yourself in language that whatever happens, you will always win. Now, does that mean you are becoming paranoid? It depends on you. But this is not what I'm saying. I'm talking to you from a perspective that will change your life. If your eyes is single, if your eyes is single, your body will be full of light. But if your light, if your eyes is full of darkness, what a darkness indeed. What does your eyes represent? Your eyes represent your perception. Your eyes represent how you see the world. Let me tell you, how you see the world determines how you sees the word. How you see the word determines how you experience the word. How you see things determines how you experience things. Oh, the prices of things are going up. Yes, the prices of things are going up. But I love what Ralph Emerson said. And I have there's this man called Ralph Emerson in the United States of America. He lives, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if I'm cited, but he lived around 17th to 18th century. He was rated as one of the wisest men that ever passed through the United States of America in terms of thought and in terms of thinking. He was rated in the category of William James, the father of modern psychology, in the United States of America. So guess what happened? Guess what happened? There's something he said. He said, can anyone tell me when things has never been difficult? He said, can anyone tell me when things has never been hard? Now, the truth of the matter is, you need to develop a different mindset that in spite of difficulty, because difficulty to use is seen as opportunity. So when other people say difficulty, you say opportunity. Now, that's where you put premium on your language. You see, you say, wow, right now, Nigeria is giving me an opportunity to think differently about how I earn money. Nigeria is giving me an opportunity. Now, guess the language I'm using now. I'm not paranoid. I'm just living above the time. I'm not allowing the happenings to determine my happiness. I'm not allowing the happenings to determine my happiness. So the first thing that I need to do is to put a premium on my language. You need to understand that if you change your language, you will change your life. If you're picking up something from what I'm putting down, put it in the comment section. Say yes. If what I'm putting down is making meaning to you, put in the comment section yes. If what I'm putting down is making meaning to you, put in the comment section yes. Let me know you're here with me. Let me know you're here with me today. Emeka, you're welcome to the night economy today. You need to put a premium on your language. Awesome. Thank you, Madam Catherine. Thank you. Put a premium on your language. You see, the multitude are always wrong. The multitude will speak the language of the multitude. But you are not one of the multitude. You are one of the royals. You need to speak the language of royalty. And the language of royalty is to see opportunity in difficulties. Your brain is wired for project, not for problem. So when you present problem to your brain persistently, your brain shut down from seeing things. And that's what is happening to a lot of people. Let me tell you what is keeping you poor. What is keeping you poor is not necessarily the nation. Let me tell you, Nigeria has a problem, and Nigeria has always had a problem before you were born. Africa has a problem, and Africa has always had a problem where you were born. But this is the good news that you need to take. The good news is that no matter how desertic a desert is, there is still a point for a water in it. And so it depends on how you are looking that determines when you're going to find the water. So if you want to change your life, change your language. If you want to change your life, change your language. Your language is weakening your opportunities today. Your language is excluding you from possibilities today. You are consuming the news rather than using the news to move your life forward. Now, don't consume the news. Use it. When I listen to the news, when I watched what the report they are saying, I'm not consuming it. I'm not a consumer of news. I'm a user of news. I use the news by asking a different question. What is the baby? What is the advantage of this? Because you see, there is no absolute scarcity in the world, and there is no absolute abundance in the world. The good news is in every scarcity, there is abundance. In every abundance, there is a similar scarcity. It all depends on your focus and your meaning. Come on now. It depends on your focus and your meaning. It depends on your focus and your meaning. Become a user of news, not a consumer of news. Let me tell you, the media want you to consume the news because the more incapacitated you are, the more highball you are going to pay on the screen for watching the news, for telling you the price of this is going up, the price of that is going up. Yeah, the price is going up. You want the price to come down, but this is what happened. You need to begin to see that as an opportunity. The word in the language of Ellen Keller, he said there is no security in the world, there are only opportunity. There is no, in my word, that is the word. But Kadi Cash said, the difficulties of the world, our opportunity for prosperity. The difficulties of the world, our opportunity for prosperity. It all depends on how you want to use it. There is no two sides to a coin. There are always three sides. There is a back, there is a front, and there is an edges. So the point is, what side of the story are you going to do? There is only two sides to a bread. There is a front, there is a back. So the law of polarity will come to play in the mix of difficulty. That means for there to be a difficulty, there is already an opportunity. Because difficulty only exists where opportunity exists. Pick up something today. So you need to begin with your language. If you want to profit from bad economy, you need to pick your language. Come on, you need to pick your language. So, now let's go further. You need to pick your language. You need to be deliberate about your language. Because you see, your language affects your feeling. Your language affects your state of mind. And may I tell you something about your state of mind? You see, your feeling creates your state of mind. Now, listen to me. I have been studying this. I have been practically studying this for about 18 years of my life. All right. So if this is going to be giving me a university degree on this thing I'm teaching you, I'm sharing with you today, maybe I'm going to have 3 PhDs on it. I've been studying it since my early mid-20s. Right. I've been studying it since my mid-20s. I want to tell you something today. Your feeling creates your state of mind. Your state of mind determines the wavelength of the wisdom you function in. I will say that again. Your feeling determines your state of mind. Your feeling creates your state of mind. Your state of mind determines the wavelength of the wisdom you function in. So if you want to change your state of mind, change your feeling. And there is something that can change your feeling, your focus. There's something that can change your focus, your language. Awesome, Olubukola. It's good to see you here again tonight. Awesome. So your feeling creates your state of mind. Let me tell you, practice this today. If you want to tap into the wisdom that is beyond you, though it's always in you, willing to walk through you, but this is how to access it. Maintain a gratitude feeling. Maintain the feeling of success. So if you maintain a gratitude feeling, there is a practice I learned it many years ago. It's called being grateful for no reason. Being happy for no reason. So I maintain a state of happiness without constraining the opponents around me. Guess what I'm trying to do? I am tapping into the wisdom that is beyond me because my feeling creates my state of mind. And my state of mind determines the wavelength of the wisdom I function in. My feeling creates my state of mind. My state of mind determines the wavelength of the wisdom I function in. So be grateful. So the wisdom you function in is determined by the feelings that you generate. So your state of mind is very important. But what influences your state of mind is your feeling. So if you want to change your state of mind, change your feeling. Maintain a feeling of success. Now, your physicality is going to try to make you deny that. Why are you feeling successful? Where is the success that you're feeling successful about? Because you see, the feeling of success, it follows a lot of irreversible laws of success. It means that success will generate a feeling. It means that feeling will generate success. It's both interwoven. So what you want to do today? You want to begin to maintain. But this is what I'm saying to you. Your language is very important. Your language will direct your focus. Your focus will then direct your energy. And your energy will direct where you go with your life. So put a premium on your language. Oh, this is not a difficult time for you. This is a different time. What the best time for you to be alive to create more prosperity? Because difficulty can never exist without opportunity. Inherent in opportunities are difficulties. And that is what creates the perpetual prosperity on the earth. So treat difficult times as opportunity to grow and to thrive. Treat difficult time like this time. There is no time like this in the world. There have never been a time like this in the world. This is a different time, not a difficult time. If you say that to yourself again, every time you see the news, you say, this is a different time. And you see, that already is going to change your perception. And 95% of our error in thinking is an error in our perception. The moment our perception is redefined, the moment our perception is renewed, the moment our perception is readjusted, guess what is going to happen to your mind? You begin to see things differently. And your way of seeing is going to affect your way of doing, and your way of doing will affect your way of having. I'll say that again. Your way of seeing will affect your way of doing, and your way of doing will affect your way of having. So the first thing that you need to work on is not what you're doing, it's what you are seeing. It's an opportunity to you to make more money. Many people right now, guess what they are doing? They are contrasting. For me, as an entrepreneur, as a business leader, this is a time for me to expand. Because many people are contrasting. Many people are hiding their heads. Many people are seeing the difficulty, but because they don't understand the law of polarity, that the difficulty will never exist without an opportunity. So this is an opportunity to expand. So my way of seeing will affect my way of doing. My way of doing will affect my way of having. So if I want to have more, I have to do more. If I want to do more, I have to see more. Now, for me to see more, I have to be willing to work on my perception. If your eyes is single, if your eyes is pure, your body will be full of light. Your body is your enterprise. Your body is your physicality. Your body is the things that you want to change in your life. So what you need to work on is to work on the way you see things. Work on the way you see things. There is a company in America called, it's not in Nigeria now. It's in South Africa. It's in, different places in some South African region. And largely, I think it's also in Ghana now. I'm not sure certain. Its company is called McDonald's. McDonald's is a burger, restaurant, and was founded by two brothers, the McDonald, and there was a man by the name of Red Kroc, and Red Kroc happened to be a milkshake salesman, and he was going all around the United States of America selling the milkshake machine, and he's a milkshake machine salesman, and he was going around the United States of America selling the machine to people, until one day somebody gave him a referral. And he came to the place and he saw, I think there was even a movie on it, I guess. And, in the biography that I've read, and then you see it, he saw this restaurant and he was so moved by the restaurant. And he saw the orderliness, but the brothers were not ready to expand the business. They were okay with what they have done. They are okay with, I think they have about 2 stores or thereabout. And Red Kroc was going around selling his milkshake machine to people that run different restaurants at different places in the United States of America. But then the war broke loose, and there was war in the United States of America. So the machine could not be sold. The business is used to having could not be done anymore. The economy went south. But this is what happened. And I love this. And I need you to pay attention to what follows. One day, Red Kroc asked himself a simple question. He said, what is the baby in this war? What is the baby in the war? What is the advantage of the war to me? What is the advantage of this war? And he started asking himself a question. And he started seeing things differently. And during that period of time, Ray Kroc began to go back and negotiate for, the McDonald's for him to be given a 9 cents to spread the whole of the restaurant with a system they own and everything. Ray Kroc was not a burger maker, but he saw opportunity in the midst of the difficulty that is going on in the nation. For everything that you have lost, there is something that you have left. All you need to do is to learn how to see it. Life will never leave you stranded. Everything that is taken from you, double is given to you. But you need to be able to see it for you to take advantage of it. Because you can't seize what you have not seen. You can't seize what you have not seen. So, Ray Kroc saw it, and Ray Kroc died as a billionaire. He was one of the person that was rated, him and his wife, as one of the best givers in the world because of how much they gave to people. What happened to him? He was just a salesman. He was a man that was selling a milkshake machine around America. Then there was a war in the United States of America. Someone else will have said, what kind of thing is this? The gods are now to blame. Issues are happening everywhere. But rather, he saw things differently. Your way of seeing will affect your way of doing, and your way of doing will affect your way of having. So if you change the way you see things, you will change the way you do things. If you change the way you do things, you will automatically change the result you get. Hope you're picking up something from what I'm putting down. So premium. So if you want to profit from the bad economy, you need to have premium. You need to put premium on your language. You need to understand your focus. You need to begin to see things differently. Life never leaves us stranded. Most people often at times focus so much on what they have lost that they have neglected what they have left. So life will always give you something because of the generosity of the creator of life. Life will always leave us with something. Now the question is, how resourceful are you going to be with what life has left you with? There is a country called Switzerland. There is a country called Switzerland. Switzerland is a country, an amazing country, and they do not have a lot of natural resources, and they have plenty of trees and all of that. But guess what Switzerland did? Switzerland began to develop what they have left, not what they don't have. Right now, you need to begin to audit what you have. What do you have in this time? What can you use to expand yourself at this time? So that's where you begin from. So another thing that you need to do to profit from the time is to begin to think in terms of learning, lesson, and reset. Learning, lesson, and reset. What does that mean? It means that I don't see recession, I see reset. Language. Now, every time I'm asking myself, what am I learning from it? What is the lesson in this for me? I come to life with an attitude of learning, because not all winners are learners, but all learners are winners. Every time you learn, you have won. So if you want to win, if you want to profit, every time you learn, you have generated a profit. Because what does the word profit mean? The word profit is a Latin word that means profiteer. What does that mean? It means to progress. So every time you learn, you have made a progress. So progress means profit. Okay? Progress means profit. So the moment you wake up, the moment you're thinking about everything that is being done, you begin to ask, so what am I learning from this? What is the lesson I'm going to pick from this? Whatever you learn from, no matter how painful a thing is, the moment you learn, you have transposed it into gainful. You move from being painful, something become painful, you move from being painful to being gainful to you the moment you learn a lesson. Most people don't know how to learn. Rather, they complain. They lament, but they never learn. So progress is what profit means. So how do you profit from bad economy? You profit from bad economy by learning the lesson that the bad economy want to teach you. So you have to learn the lesson. And from that lesson becomes an asset. And that asset can be made to be a profit in your life. So that's what you do. So how do you profit? You profit by knowing the difference between learning, lesson, and reset. So you have to learn. When you are learning, when you have the attitude of learning, you will pick the lessons, and the lessons can help you to create a reset. And that reset will help you to move forward with your life. Now, this is what happened. When difficulties show up, as people call it, what I call opportunity, people, rather than using it as a lesson to reset, they see it as a moment to get upset. And what you get upset on cannot advance you. So people react to situations, people react to circumstances, rather than using those circumstances to advance their life. I hope that makes sense to you right now. So people were complaining. Can't you see in the atmosphere? People complain. People complain about the dollar. Every time the dollar is going up, they're putting it out there. But let's talk about this. You can literally not change anything about that dollar, but you can change something about your conditioning. You can change something about your positioning. You can change something about your perception. You can change something about the action that you take. And it's what you can do something about that you should do something about. If you lament, you see, in bad economy, we are not a victim of bad economy. We are rather a volunteer to bad economy. So what that means is that we're not victims. You are volunteers. What do I mean by that? It means that you can you have been given the opportunity to choose how you want to position yourself in the midst of any situation that you find yourself. So, what do you want to do now? Learn, lesson, and reset. Someone is going to get upset with the news. You're going to use the news to reset yourself. Why? Because you picked the lesson. Remember, you're not a consumer of news. You are a user of news. So you're using the news to advance yourself. Getting upset cannot advance you. It is a wrong use of your energy. And so what you want to do is to begin to pick those lessons. These are the first fundamentals. These are the first fundamentals that are very important in your own life. Beginning, it's about your mindset. So you have to work on your mindset. The mindset that will make bad economy for you to eat a bad economy as a breakfast is what I'm talking to you about. So do not forget to share this video. Do not forget to share, because there are people on your timeline that need to see this, because it's going to help them. It's going to help them. Do not forget to share this. Don't be stingy with this information. Let's share it. Share it with as many people on your timeline. Share this so that more people can see it, and it's going to be amazing. Getting upset that you are broke is not going to advance you. Getting upset that you are short of money is not going to advance you. Getting upset that, oh man, the dollar is going high and the prices of food in the market is going high is not going to advance you, because you are focusing on the wrong thing. You need to use that as a lesson. Learn from it. Pick the lessons and reset for a bigger opportunity. You have to work on your mindset. So the first thing you work on is your mindset, and it's all about your language. Put a premium on your language. Stop speaking like a pauper and start speaking like a royal. Speak like the royal, my people. Speak like a royal. Profit from your challenges. Profit from the moment. Profit from the downtown. Remember the law of polarity, that the farther there is difficulty means that opportunity is there. You are not just seeing it. Difficulty can never exist without opportunity. So what happened? In every opportunity, there is a difficulty. What you just do is that you manage it. So in every difficulty, there is an opportunity. What you do, you explore it. Now, what happened is that most people don't do this. They are thinking, they are living as if bread is one-sided. Bless you, ma. Bread, there are only two sides to bread. There are always two sides to a slice of bread. There's one side. There is only three sides to a coin. There is a front, there is a back, and the edges. So what you need to do is to begin to have a different mind. You begin to look at things from that. For there to be difficulty, there is an opportunity. If you don't know how to find it, sometimes you can just pray and say, Lord, or whatever you call upon. God, I call on Jesus Christ. Say, through Jesus Christ our Lord, open my eyes to see so that I can see the opportunity that is here. You know, there was a story about a woman. I call it Agar. Her name is Agar. I didn't call her Agar. Her name is Agar. So Agar has a son. And this son, they move into the wilderness, economic wilderness, you know, financial foreign exchange wilderness, and forest wilderness. And they were there, and the baby started crying in the wilderness. And as the baby started crying in the wilderness, the eyes of the mother was open to see the water. It means that in the midst of the similar wilderness, there was water. The water did not come there when the baby started crying. The water has always been there, but the mother did not see the water. Now, remember the baby. There was a baby, and there was a mother. Now, what happened is that the baby was crying, but the mother's eyes has to be open to see the water to take care of the baby. But this is what happened. Most people are chronological adults. That means they never grew up to become a father or mother in their way of thinking. They are very childish in their thinking life. So they cry over spilled milk. You see, the truth is you can't cry over spilled milk, because crying over spilled milk, why cry over spilled milk? Because you can't take spilled milk, it's already contaminated. So what do you do with the spilled milk? You let it go and find a way to protect what you have left, and find a way to renovate what you have left, and find a way to advance what you have left. If you do this, your life is going to change. So you profit. Remember, profit means progress. So, and that's going to literally change your life. Learn, lesson, and reset. Stop allowing news to upset you. It's lowering your ability to process things to find a way out. Okay, stop allowing things to obsess you. Stop it. All right? Stop surrounding yourself with people of negativity. Stop surrounding yourself with the people of negativity, because the people of negativity is not going to help you to get to where you are going. And some people believe, you see, negativity is not a luxury you can afford. All right? Negativity is not the luxury you can afford, especially when the times are different like this. You need to maintain your positivity. You need to maintain your ability to think straight. Why? Because many people are so consumed with negativity and they're just looking for where to spill it on. Remember your feeling. Remember your feeling creates your state of mind. Remember your feeling creates your state of mind. So stop allowing news to upset you. When you hear the news, ask yourself, what am I learning from this? What is the lesson in this for me to advance me? How can I use this news to advance me? How can I use this news to expand? How can I use it? Use news, don't consume it. One of the ways you need to do that, use news, don't consume it. And news is not a full stop. News is a question mark. It means that every time you listen to a news, every time you watch the news, you need to ask yourself a question. Don't take it in totality. Remember that the people reading the news, they are also in business. Do never forget that. Okay? Never forget that. The people reading the news are also in business. So, learn, lesson, and reset. It's going to change your life. So, what's the next thing you need to do? Having get all of those clarity done, the next thing you need to now start doing after you begin to build your mindset, if you want to profit from the bad economy, is to understand that there are 4 kinds of economy in the world. There are 4 kinds of economy in the world. And this is going to interest you. There are 4 kinds of economy in the world. Number 1, there is a global economy. There's a global economy. That economy you watch on CNN or all this global news. Talk about all the nations of the world and all of those nations. These are global news. What you hear that's going on in China, in Japan, and all of those global news. And the second thing is the national economy. The national economy is what is happening nationally in the nation. This national economy. And so, then there is a regional, it depends on where you live, provincial economy or state economy. In Nigeria, in South Africa, it's province. In all the part of Africa, different province, different states, and whatever it's being called, but they have the same essence. Do you notice that the economy of different states differs? Economy of different states differs. So economy of different states differs. So that means that if the economy of different states differs, then what will happen? Then it means that Lagos economy is different from Ogun economy. Okay. Accra economy is different from Kumasi economy. Accra economy could be more booming than Kumasi economy. The Kumasi economy, Tokaradi economy could be more booming than Kumasi economy. And you see all of these things put together. The Gaborone economy could be more, the Lusaka economy could be more, than the other zone economy or whatever it is. So that is economy. Now, but this is it. You don't have control over the state economy, but you can contribute to it. You don't have control over the national economy, but you can contribute to it. You don't have control over the national economy or the global economy, but you can contribute to it. Because the national, now, I need you to start paying attention to what I'm about to say, because this is going to be the life transforming moment for you. There's what we call contributing factor, and there's what we call a determinant factor. How the nation, the policy of the government to run the nation, it's a contributing factor to your personal economy, but it's not the determinant factor to your personal economy. I'll say that again. How the government run the nation, how the governor of your state run the nation is a contributing factor to your economy, but it's not the determinant factor for your economy. So what is the determining factor for your economy? The determining factor for your economy is you, the action you take, the thought you think, the attitude you have. That is the determinant factor for the economy. So this is what happened. There is no bad economy. Now, you see now. Yes, I got you. There is no bad economy. There is positive economy. There is negative economy. And there is a neutral economy. All right? So what does that mean? It means that there is no bad economy and there is no economic problem. Now take this from me now. Take this from me. This is going to help you, and that's why you're here with me. There is no bad economy. There is no economic problem, but there is economy position. Sometimes the position of economy can either be positive, it can either be negative, or it can be neutral. Now, the moment you understand this, is going to transform your life, because it can either be positive, it can either be negative, or it can either be neutral. So let's come back to Nigerian economy today. We will say Nigerian economy, for instance, as a case study, is in a negative economy position. What does that mean? It means that we have more debt we have more consumption than production. All right, that's what makes it a negative economy. Now, the same thing in your personal economy. Now, remember, all of these other things are contributing factor, but they are not the determining factor of your own personal economy. You are the determining factor of your own personal economy, your thought, your belief system, your action that you take, the attitude that you have. So what determines your personal economy? Your income. Okay? What determines your personal economy? Your assets. What determines your personal economy? Your expenses. Just like the way the nation have its own, you have your own, and that is what you can control. Your prosperity begins with you. Your flow of prosperity starts from you. So you need to understand that Nigeria is in a negative economic position. Yeah, negative. Negative economic position. So what does it mean to have a positive economic position? Just like you. To have a positive economic position means you have more that you spend. So let's point to your own economy today. So you have more months. Perhaps you have more month than money. Or you have more money than months. So that means that if you have more money, you can live in a nation that the economy is not working as a national economy, but your economy is working. So forget the economy now, and let's talk about your economy. Because for you to profit from the economy, you have to work on your economy. And most people, the only way you can profit from the bad economy is for you to begin to realize that you can't change the economy, you can only change your economy. But what are you doing about your economy? Number one, you have to make a decision to expand your economy. You have to make a decision to grow your income. You have to make a decision to grow your income. Let me tell you something. The nation that you live right now should not totally determine the money that you make. The nation that you live right now should not determine the money that you make. Now, this is what I'm telling you. There is so much that you can make around the world. You have to think like ocean. You have to think like a sea. The world is like a sea to you right now. And you are allowing yourself to just think. Now, you live in Africa and you live in a country in Africa, but you have never been thinking Africa. You have just been thinking your area. So you are living in an area in Africa called your country, but there is so many countries in still the same continent. Now, how can you profit from other countries? What can you do? What intellectual property can you create from your experience that can be sold? Now, you may not be able to sell your product you may not be able to sell your tangible product to the other people in other nations, but you can sell the intangible product to the people in other nations. Now, remember, even when the economy is totally different, the people keep buying things. The question is, in a moment like this, people buy things to solve their struggle. And you have to be clear about what the struggle is, because firstly, it's about your economy. It's about your economy. It's about your income. Your income is an harvest of your production. So you have to begin to think, because you are the determinant of your own economy. You are practically the determinant of your own economy. And if you don't focus on that, you are not going to do a lot of things with your life. So you need to start thinking about that. You need to realize that it's about you now. It's not about the currency. It's not about the dollar. It's about you. What is your own production rate? Remember, if you're measuring a nation, you're going to go about measuring the nation with what we call GNP or GDP, the gross national product or the gross domestic product. That means the aggregate production of the people of the nation. So that means if you look at the gross domestic product, we're looking at what everybody produced domestically within the nation. Now, the point is, if our gross national consumption is bigger than our gross national production, you are going to have an issue. Now, bring it down to you now. What is your gross production rate? And what is your gross consumption rate? You need to make a decision to expand your production. You need to make a decision to expand your production. In the midst of the timely economy of this nation, people shut down production. People begin to lament and live in the moment of pity parties and all of that. They submit themselves to black holes thinking, and that is not going to help you. So what do you want to do? The first thing you want to do is that you move from money to wealth. You have to move from money to wealth. What does that mean? Simple. What is money? Money is a medium of exchange. What is wealth? Wealth is the exchange. All right. Money is a medium of exchange. What is the wealth? Wealth is the exchange. That means money is what you use as a tool to get the exchange. So when you don't have what people can exchange money for, you can have money and you don't have wealth. So because you see, money is called fiat currency. What does that mean? It means that it is printed. The government of every nation prints on money. So that is why the more money that you are printing without a corresponding product from other nations exchanging things with you, your money, your currency is not going to be strong. So when you look at the currency today, it's just been based on the rate of production. So nobody, remember, let me tell you something. Let me teach you basic economy. Let me share this with you. Your money, your country currency is a brand name. Hello, your country currency is a brand name. So what does that mean? We now do a comparison of this brand name with other nations of the world. It means that in the international market, your currency is treated as a brand name. Now, who wants it? One of the things that America has done in a very more different way is that America's biggest product is American dollar. It's called the petrodollar. That means America is exchanging its dollar. The biggest product America has exported to the entire world is the dollar of America. It's called the petrodollar. The money that you use you keep seeing it everywhere. Why? Because they understood what you did not understand as a country. We did not understand that the money is a brand name. So who wants the money? Who wants the money? People will want your money when you have something they want. So money is a medium of exchange. The exchange itself is the wealth. So if you don't create an exchange, your medium will be worthless. If you don't create an exchange, your medium will be worthless. So money is a measure of value. Now, remember, money is only a measurement of value. Money is not the value. Money is a representative of the value. The reason why you are agitated, the reason why in all of the time we are calling the bad economy, the truth of the matter is the money loses its value. The products remain the same. Yam has not changed from yam. Yam is still yam. It's just like now the amount of the money that you are used to get yam is now different. Why? Because money of your country is a brand name. Now, people are not putting premium on this brand name anymore. And that is why it seems to be falling. For you to make it rise, you need to create the exchange. The exchange, now, remember what I call it? Foreign exchange. What's the exchange? The exchange is not the money. The money is the medium of the exchange. The exchange is the wealth. That's why it's not called the wealth, the money of a nation. It's called the wealth of a nation. What separates nations is the wealth that the nation creates. What separates individuals is the wealth that individuals create. What is wealth? Wealth is the stuff that people want. So look at what the God of the Bible said. He said to the people of Israel, he said, I am the Lord thy God that giveth the power to create wealth. It did not say you create money, because money is a human invention to make transaction convenient. Humans create money. Money is printed, wealth is created. So humans print money to make the transfer of wealth easier. I hope I'm doing better for you today. I hope I'm showing you this is a basic economy. I have 2 degrees in economics, all right? BSc and MSc. MSc with a distinction. So I understand the level of economy, my friend. But I'm not the classical type. I'm the kind of a guy that shows you how you can use the economy can change your life. And fundamentally, it has been my obsession to go to the word and show you how to take charge of your personal economy and create the world where you can live on your own terms. Money is a measure of value. Money is not the value. Okay? Money is not the value. Money measures value. The value is the wealth. Money is not the value. Money is a representative of the value. So if you want more money, create more wealth. You understand the bartering. You understand the trade by barter. The trade by barter is still going on in the world. It's just like we have now found a way. The trade is still going on in the world. But trade is no more going on in the world by barter. Trade is now going in the world by currencies. It means that you exchange things with other people with what we call a legal tender. Right? A legal tender. Money does not have power. The only power that money possesses is called purchasing power. That means the ability to use it to purchase something that someone else has that you need. So printing money will not make you wealthy. But being wealthy will make you have money. So nations create things that other nations need. You know, Netherlands, an amazing country that you like to visit. Beautiful country called Netherlands. You know, they were facing challenge of it's surrounded by water. Then they developed all manner of technology to be able to curb water flood. Guess what happened? That's what the world needs. They created wealth. Now, from Malaysia to China, from America, they consult Netherlands, they buy equipment from Netherlands, and guess what happened? Netherlands tell you that we don't fight water, we use it. Don't fight bad economy, use it. Thank you, Pastor Joseph from Malawi. Thank you. Please share this with your people. Let more people learn from this. Help us to share with your people. Help us to share this so that more people can see it. Now, what am I doing? This light is going to help you to not be anxious, because you're not designed to be anxious for anything. Be anxious for nothing, because anxiety leads to nothing. You cannot use anxiety to create prosperity. Anxiety will either lead you to poverty, because when you are anxious, anxiety steals your time. Anxiety costs you time. So you want to move from money to wealth. Let me tell you, this is wealth. I bought this book from Malaysia. All right, I bought this book from Malaysia. This is wealth. I ordered this book from the United States of America. All right, this is wealth. I wrote this book. Thousands of this book has been sold. This is wealth. This is wealth. This is wealth. The purpose of business is not to make money. The purpose of business is to create wealth that people will keep coming for life. So having customer is wealth. That means customer come for the wealth that you have created. So the question is, you are as poor as your lack of wealth, not your lack of money. Because a nation can have money. Let me tell you, the African has money. Africa printed money. The problem of Africa is that we don't know how to create wealth. We have never been taught the fundamentals of wealth creation. And it begins from personal wealth that you need to create. So what does the wealth mean? He said, I'm the Lord thy God that giveth thee the power to create wealth. It means I'm going to give you the power to create what other people want. So if I give you the power to create what other people want, other people will give you what they have. That is how individuals become wealthy in a nation. That's how a nation. Do you know that in every poor nation in the world, besides political riches, that in every similarly poor nation in the world, there are individuals, not political riches now, not political billionaires. There are individuals in that nation that may be minor, that may be little, that have created wealth, that have created riches. The wealth power is the power to create what other people want to pay for. So the moment you can create what other people want, you see, car is wealth. Other people want to be able, it is the mobility of other people. Food is wealth. Now, guess what happened? The technology to create more food within a short period of time. I have a book in my study here that somebody, a professor in a country, invented a tool that make them to save. They were fighting, they're having issues with spending a lot of money like we now do in Nigeria to be able to fill the gas in your car, the fuel in your car. This man invented something that now make them to reduce the amount of, petrol, the PMS they use on their car, in their car. And guess what happened? Because that reduces, guess what they created? It turned into wealth. Create wealth. Create what people want. People want progress. Let me tell you, when people feel they can find progress somewhere, they move to the place. That's why many people are leaving Africa. A report came from the new governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Cardozo. He said that, Nigeria spent, within the last few years, that Nigeria spent almost 40 billion, if I'm correct, almost 40 billion US dollars going to school in the United States, in the UK, and all of that, 40 billion US dollars. And we spend about 20 million US dollars for medical tourism. What does that mean? Wealth. People will exchange money. Now, Nigeria does not have reserve because what you call reserve in terms of this medium of exchange have been used to exchange for something. Because remember, money is a medium of exchange. The wealth is the exchange. Money can fail. By the way, in the history of the world, money has failed. But wealth is what money lives on. Wealth is what gives you freedom. So I want to ask you today, if you want to profit from bad economy, learn to create wealth. Learn to create wealth. Okay? Learn to create wealth. Think expansion. You see, if you pick what I just talked to you about, share with you about moving from money to wealth, the problem of so many people today is that they are so obsessed with money. They are not creating any wealth. What wealth are you creating in your business? Do you know? Let me tell you this. In the year 2023, Walt Disney as a company, they made 52.6 billion US dollars from 9-cent cent. They are the number one global 9-cent store in the world in the year 2023. They made 52.6 billion US dollars from 9 cents in their name. That is wealth. You see, there are so many things. When I look at Nigeria, there are many wealth that we have never commercialized. We have a spirit. We are men that are very resilient. When people want to learn resilience in the world, they should come to Nigeria. Nigerian, this is wealth, but we are never promoted it. We are people that find our way in the midst of no way. We are people. We are men. Our spirit is our biggest asset. Our spirit, man, our outlook to life is our biggest asset. Now, the point is, money follows wealth. What wealth are you creating? What wealth are you creating? You must have something that people can transact with. Money does not follow confession. Money follows transaction. So if you want to have money, you must have something for people to carry out transaction with you. It takes two to carry out a trade. It takes two to carry out a transaction. You must begin to see your labor as wealth. Because you must see it as what people want. Where is more demand than supply? So move from money to wealth. Learn how to create wealth. Let me tell you, creating wealth is a learnable skill. How do you know that? Your experience, there is wealth in your experience because in your experience, there are things that other people can learn from your experience that will make their life better and they want it. Now, if you know how to package that, you create wealth. Begin to create wealth. Because the solution for you to profit from the bad economy is that you must know how to create wealth. The problem of Nigeria, of Africa, People depends on money, they don't create wealth. States, some governors of some state dance around the place. Some governors are just looking for allocations to create dislocation in the lives of their people. They were not creating wealth. They have a virgin lands, they have all manner of things. They were not using technology to make food. Let me tell you, as at 15 years ago, I have books in my study here that people have created tools to be able to curb terrorism everywhere in the world. There are technology, but you can be using politicking in the name of this without killing the wealth of your nation. Because the point is, without wealth, money is useless, because money is only a medium of exchange. Wealth is the exchange. Wealth is the exchange, my friend. So don't fight the bad economy. Just like Netherlands, we say we don't fight water, we use water. Don't fight bad economy, use bad economy. Remember, there is no bad or good economy. They are just different kinds of economy. So your point is, how are you creating wealth? How are you creating wealth? What book can you write that will change people? Is it this book have been read from almost 10 to 12 countries in Africa? People. Now, somebody needs to be able to create a tool that people can do transactions in the entirety of Africa without a delay. Let me tell you, if Africa can connect, if Africa can find a way to do transactions, technology transaction, create our own technology that can help us to do transaction, because it's sharing, create multiplication. When we share, we prosper. So there are many things in Ghana that will benefit people in Nigeria. There are many things in Malawi that will benefit people in Lagos. There are many things in Zimbabwe that will benefit people in Nigeria. There are many things in Lusaka that will benefit people right here. There are many things in Rwanda that will benefit people here. There are many things. As I travel around Africa, I see things and I'm like, come on. Because one of the tools of wealth is mobility. How fast can things move? Because the distance you are to substance, the more there will be issues in wealth creation. So move away from just thinking about money. Money is a compensation. Money is a certificate of appreciation. Money is a certificate of performance. Money is a certificate of delivery. That means if you have money, it means that something has been delivered. Be obsessed with creating wealth. What is wealth? Wealth is what people want to buy. What is what people want to use? Create wealth. Create wealth. Invest in technology. That we, in your business, invest in technology. We're moving our business we're spreading our business around Africa in 40 countries. And guess what? In the last couple of months, we invested almost $100,000, $100,000, I beg your pardon, $100,000 in technology to build a particular platform to make us be able to spread. Because this will happen. You must understand that one of the tools of wealth creation in the 21st century is technology. Maximize the internet. Stop scrolling through the internet. Start using the internet. Stop consuming data. Stop consuming things, kits that's keeping away your destiny. Start using it to create your own destiny. Move from money to wealth. You see, if you do those things, you will begin to see different things in your life. The next thing you need to do, as I begin to round up for today, I believe I will bring the second version of this thing to you. And I know that it's going to be, I can't finish it today. The next thing, you begin to think expansion. Because the only way to protect what you have is to expand it. Doing bad economy, guess what happened? People contrast. You don't have to contrast, man. You need to expand. Expand, expand, expand. Expand your thinking. Expand your thinking. There is a guy, he lives in Singapore many years ago. He lived in Singapore, and I'm going to tell you two stories. He lived in Singapore many years ago. And at that time, there was an issue in Singapore. His business was not growing. They have economic recession. They are having issues. And what he did is that he decided to move his business, not to abandon his business. He rather moved, opening another business of his in Malaysia. And by the time they also started a business in Malaysia, After a while, the economy of Singapore finds its bearing again, and then he has been able to create bigger wealth because he expanded. The only way to protect what you have is not to conserve it. The only way to protect it is to expand it. You know, there's a story of my very wonderful young friend. Her name is Mercy Okeke. She's a very lovely, beautiful, amazing damsel. She sells real estate. She was selling real estate in Lagos. And at a time in 2023, after the election, the saga of the election in Lagos, the business, according to her, the business was quite slow for her. And guess what she did? She decided to explore other states in Nigeria. And as a result of the other states she explored in Nigeria, like Asaba, Port Harcourt, guess what? She was a rector. She is a rector, I beg your pardon. She is a rector. She was able to sell more properties and make a lot of money for herself. Why? Because she was willing to expand. Why other people are complaining, they are contrasting, she was expanding. Because the only way to protect what you have is to expand it. Expand. Expand your thinking. Expand your mind. Do you understand that? Expand your thinking. Expand your mind. You should be more concerned about the action you are going to take. And that is going to help you to literally transform your life. He said the most dangerous thing doing the bad economy, as it were, is what I call black hole thinking. What does that mean? Negative beliefs, negative thinking. People begin to submit to physicalities and not create their own reality. And they begin to submit to all of those things. They begin to submit to all of those things. And it's literally going to affect you. Now, as I begin to round off again, begin to treat bad economy as a circumstances. Begin to treat bad economy as a circumstance. What does that mean? What do I mean by bad economy? Remember, begin to avoid people of negativity. Begin to avoid people that are splitting hopelessness to you. Begin to avoid people that are not depleting or depleting confidence at this time. Begin to avoid people that have no direction at this time. Because let me tell you, do not be deceived. Evil association will corrupt you. And so you don't need that at this moment in your life. Wherever you are in the world, treat bad economy as a circumstance. I love the word circumstance. Because on that note, I'm going to be rounding off today. I love the word circumstance. I hope I'll be able to do another section of this, in this series with you. But I love the word circumstance. It's a two word. Circum and stance. Circum and stance is a two word. Circum and stance. What does circum means? Circum means circle. What does stance mean? Stance means stand. In other words, your circumstance is only going to be your circumstance when you stand still. So what happens is that when you move, the circle you are standing will change. In other words, circumstances in the world of James Allen, the author of As a Man Thinketh, he says circumstances does not make a man. Circumstances only reveal a man to him. Circumstance only reveal where you are standing. So if you change where you are standing, you will change your circumstance. So today, begin to treat circumstance, your bad economy, as a circumstance. So what do you need to do? Change your position. How do you change your position? Through right thinking and action. Know that there is a difference between economy and your economy. And you have control over your economy. And the control over your economy, it's an amazing one. So this is it. Get out of your mentality that it is a bad economy. No. Get out of your economy that the country is ending. Oh, this country is about to be destroyed. No, get it out of your mindset. Rather, begin to think differently. This is a new economy. This is a different economy. Begin to plan for a different economy. Begin to plan for the opportunity. The economy you're going to be living in. Begin to plan for it. So what happened is this. You want to focus on production. You want to move from money to wealth. You want to begin to expand. You want to begin to treat bad economy as a circumstance. It's a position. It's a position, and you can shift your position. And it begins with shifting your conditioning, your programming, your perception. And that's going to change your life. This is the key. this is the key. This is the reality. This is how things get changed. And the moment you can do this, everything in your life is going to change. Increase your income. You know, in my series, I'm going to be teaching you, my next class, I'm going to be showing you what I call the MFI thinking. What does that mean? Multiple flow of income thinking. You need to create multiple flows without multiple distractions. I'm going to show you how that works. If you run a business today, the minimum income that is in that business should not be less than 4. So I'm going to show you the MFI thinking, and I'm going to take you from there to the next level. So I have streams, flows of income in my life. So money flows, the bigger the better. The bigger the better. The more the merrier. So what happens is this: expand your income. Most of you don't have an expenses problem. You have an income problem. All right. You have an income problem. So what do you need to do? Expand your income. Make sure that your income is bigger than your expenses. This singular action is going to literally change your life. And this is how to profit from a bad economy. It begins with your language. It begins with your language. Feed your mind. Your mind is the biggest asset that you have. Make sure that your mind your mind, and your mind will mind you. Never leave your mind. Never fill your mind with trash. Always fill it with treasure. Because the treasure that is in your mind will produce treasure for you in your hand. The treasure in your mind will produce treasure in your hand. But without the treasure, the trash in your mind will put trash in your hand. In other words, what is in your hand reveals what is in your mind. So if you want to change what is in your hand, change what is in your mind. And everything is going to change. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a different time to be alive. Wherever you are in the world, there's a different time to be alive. If you are living in plenty, you can have more plenty. If you feel you're having a difficulty now, that difficulty, the law of polarity helps you. There can never be difficulty without opportunity being present. So when opportunity is present, all you need to do is to explore the opportunity. And in the midst of opportunity, there is also difficulty. So if in the midst of opportunity, when difficulty is present, manage the difficulty. And that is how life is designed to be. So do not be perturbed. Do not be disturbed by the challenges around you, because challenges are designed to make champions. Out of challenges, champions emerge. And I believe that's you, just like me. And this be my tour. This be my journey. Let go. Let's go of the economy and focus on your economy. Work on your income. Move from money to wealth. You see, that singular thought alone is going to change you. What wealth is your business creating? What wealth are you creating in your nation? What wealth are you making? This is what we don't do. That's what affects the nation. That's what affects your state economy. Your governor is always waiting for allocation without wealth creation. We don't need allocation. We need wealth creation. We need to focus on wealth creation, not on income allocation, on revenue allocation. We need to focus on wealth creation, not revenue allocation. Focus on wealth creation, not revenue allocation. You know, once upon a time, when an amazing man was a governor of River State, his name is Donald Duke. It was creating wealth in the nation. It was creating wealth in tourism. Guess what happened? People were moving from different states. GE came all the way from America, General Electric, and situated company in there. Why? Because wherever wealth is, the people go there. Wealth is what the people want. Money is a medium of exchange. Wealth is the exchange. You need to write that down. Money is a medium of exchange. Wealth is the exchange. So most of us, we're looking for medium of exchange without the exchange. You need the exchange. What are people going to exchange money with you for? Money exchange hands where value is created. In other words, money can never exchange hands when problems are not solved, where products are not created, when value are not created. We only use money to transfer wealth. So you have always heard about wealth transfer, wealth transfer, wealth transfer. But most people have religionized what wealth transfer is all about. Don't you understand what wealth transfer is? It means that now you are going to have what other people with the money are going to be seeking out for. In other words, that means you have it. That's how you transfer the wealth. That means the wealth now is being created by you. That means you are now the custodians of wealth of nation. That means nations are now coming because of the wealth that you can create. It's not about you praying and sowing seed and say God it's an end time wealth transfer. Excuse me. Wealth is not money. We only use money to exchange wealth. Wealth is the exchange. Money is only a medium of exchange. Take this, apply it. You will begin to profit from the bad economy. My name is Tariq Harsh, and I hope this morning has been a blessing to you. If you have learned something today, please put it in the comment section. Yes. Put it in the comment section. If you have learned something this morning, put it in the comment section. Yes. If you want to be wealthy, create wealth and commercialize it. Create wealth and commercialize. That's how people become wealthy. So if you have learned something this morning from what I've shared, put it in the comment section. Yes, yes, yes. All I want you to do is to put the comment section and say yes. And by the way, if you want to really learn how to create wealth, I think you should take advantage of this bundle. This 4 books is going to change you and it's going to help you to create wealth. Wherever that you are, you put all of these 4 books together. And if you can go more, you can do these 5 books. It's going to literally transform your life. But I'm giving you an offer today. These 4 books with another one called follow-up or folder in Nigerian currency is going to be 35,000. But I'm going to give you for 25,000 wherever that you are in Nigeria is going to be delivered to you. And if you live outside of the country, you can also get this book, but you are going to pay for the shipping. All right, so we're going to pay for the shipping. I'm still going to give you for, if you pay the complete package of the book, you are going to pay for the discounted, but you're going to pay for the shipping, except you want it in another version, all right? And you can also get my books on Amazon. A couple of my books are on Amazon. You can get it there, but you can get it directly from me. And we're working on ability to be able to deliver books to almost 30 African countries and to help people. So you can pick up this book. It's going to help you a lot. Shut up and collect the money code, the tools that helped me to make my first $1 million before I was 28 years old. All right. Close or lose on how to be persuasive to get people to do things for you. That's wealth. All right. Stay hungry, go starving. How to profit from whatever challenges you are going through. How to turn your problem to your profit. How to turn your problem to your product, to your projects. This is the key. Stay hungry or go starving. All right, and that's going to help you. Shut up and collect the money. How to take charge of your own personal economy. This is going to be awesome for you. And if you're in real estate, you want to learn how to create rental income that would literally transform your life, you want to pick this book as well. And for getting this book, I'm giving you another book. It's an e-book called Follow Up or Fold Up, and it's also in a package of that. So you can pick this well today. It's going to literally change your life. People that learn how to create wealth will never lack money. The challenge with people is that they create wealth and they never commercialize it. So when you create wealth, make sure that you can get it to a lot of people that need it. Wealth is what people want. So when you have created what people want, take it to a lot of people and you will have a lot of money. Because money is a tool, is a certificate of appreciation. In other words, when you see money, you're seeing a certificate of appreciation. Money is not the value. Money is just a representative of the value. The value is the wealth. So most people do not know the difference between this. So they get confused on their journey in life. And as a result of that, when you see the dollar that is going up, and then you look at the naira, you are confused. That means most time people are trying to rate the economy based on the currency alone. Now, it's an indicator, but it's not the total indicator of the country. It just proves that the country is not doing what the country meant to do. Because remember what I said to you earlier, that money is the currency of your nation is a brand name. It means that naira is a brand name, dollar is a brand name. But when you look at the equity of this brand, the brand equity, dollar is more higher brand, far higher brand than naira. Why is it so? Because America has strategically positioned dollar to be the money of the world. So it is called petrodollar. It means that America, number one product of export to the world is not Mercedes, it's not Ford, it's not what you think it is. It is not the companies that you think they are the bottings of this world. No, the number one product of export of America is dollar. So America is exporting dollar to all nations of the world. In other words, so they want you to use it as your front of trade. America want to spend a lot of money just to keep the dollar going, because the more the dollar is at the front, the more the power is there, because they keep controlling the narrative of the currencies of the world. So in the times of the branding of money, American dollar is there. There are currencies that are bigger than American dollar. I hope you know that. There are many currencies of the world that are bigger than American dollar. But guess what happened? American dollar is the most known currency in the world. Why? Because it's a product. It's an American number one product that has been exported to the entire world. So this is what I need you to do today. You need to understand that money is just a medium of exchange. Money is not the exchange. Wealth is the exchange. When you understand that, money is the measure of value. Money is not the value. Money is how we measure the value that you are offering. So when we say genuinely, not political millionaires or political billionaires, we're saying that genuinely the society is then designed that when we look at your bank account, we're simply saying we want to measure the value that you are giving to the society based on the amount that you have in your bank account. But in the political system that is extremely corrupted, and where you are being led not by politicians but corrupticians, what happens is that people now print money and dump it in their own account to buy the wealth of other people, just to show as if they are living in what we call the trapeze of the world, not the reality of wealth. So what is a trapeze of wealth? You use the money that is printed to go and buy in another nation the wealth that is created, and begin to show it as if you're enjoying it. So you are driving the car that was created by someone. You are using the mighty phone that was invented by a young fellow, but then you are using this phone now as your own trapeze of see if you are looking wealthy. You're looking wealthy because you can buy it. But the question is, money is a measure of value. It's showing the value that you have created. The value that you have created. Do not feel concerned that you are broke. Feel concerned that you have not have a breakthrough in your thoughts to create something that other people will hungry to give you something for. Do not be concerned that you don't have plenty of cash. Be concerned that you don't have what people want to dump their cash on for. So your obsession, your magnificent obsession, should be about creating things. Be obsessed with creating things. Be obsessed with creating things that other people want to create. Remember, people don't give you money for what you have. People give you money for what they want. So create what people want. That's what wealth is. And the God of the Bible give you a clue to that. He said, I'm the Lord your God. I will give you the power to get wealth. He said, then when you are feel unsatisfied, do not forget the Lord thy God. In other words, that means a man that created wealth will always be feel unsatisfied. But when you are feel unsatisfied, choose, guess what happened? Choose to do one thing. Choose to stay hungry. That means choose to stay hungry to keep creating. Keep creating, keep creating, keep creating. Oh, you have made money, but what about, one of my friends on this call tonight has built almost 100 hostels for young people to as a student. What is it created? It was creating wealth. Now the wealth is generating cash flow. Why? Because when you create wealth, it will produce money, because people give money for wealth. You can have many people have money and they don't have wealth. That's what happened to African nations when the politicians steal their money. You came to power as a broke man and suddenly you now have a lot of money. But guess what happened? Money follows wealth. Money can fail, but wealth cannot, because wealth is what the people need. So you need to understand that. So he created the apartment. So you now begin to think about it. Money is of a lesser value to money. Money is of a lesser value to wealth. So something of a lesser value should be seeking something of a higher value. Okay? So money is seeking wealth. Money is useless without wealth. Money is absolutely useless without wealth. That's why it's been said that there was a time that money failed in Egypt. Why did money fail? Because money does not have wealth to give him relevance. Money does not have wealth to give relevance to money. Money needs wealth for relevance. Without money, without wealth, money is worthless. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I've been able to bring you this amazing, insight, and I hope he helps you. I hope he really helps you. My brother Ashimolo Ademwewa, how you doing, brother? I hope it's sweet where you are. Are you back? It's such a lovely time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Emeka. Thank you for people that are still hanging here. This is 1 o'clock exactly. Thank you, Pastor Joseph from Malawi. Thank you for joining today. Thank you, Madam Catherine. Thank you, Oyeka. Thank you, Uchena. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Fatu Ejide. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Adedeji Yusuf. Thank you, Ahmed Muhammad. Thank you, everyone that have been here. I hope this has been awesome. And the many people, I cannot mention your name. Opayemi Deborah, Mary, Jola, Lulua. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everyone. If this has helped you in one way or the other, please share this thought with other people. Share it. Because this is how to profit from the bad economy. Because the bad economy is for your good. Just know how to use it. And it's going to help you a lot. I'm so honored to have you. This morning, I'm having a training right in Lagos. I'm training a group of rectors, I think about 500 of them, on number one mistake that they make and how to scale, how to market differently in 2024. If you want to sell more in 2024, you need to turn to a marketer, not just a salesperson. Because you see, it takes marketing to produce sales. The narrative is changing. How do you attract people? How do you get people to chase you rather than you chasing the customer? I'm going to be sharing with about 300 to 500 rectors. If you're in Lagos and you would like to hear me speak for free, because someone has paid for it, all right? You can come to Patron Hotel, I think in after Ajah. That's where I will be today by the grace of God, and I will be speaking there. And then you can come to learn how to break, the limitation, on your ability to get more people to buy from you. What do you need to do to attract audience? What do you need to do to get people to literally beg you to give them money? That is what I do. That's what I call me the legendary of closing. And I will be sharing that with people today. All right. I'll be doing that with people today. Upper Saturday, I will also be with my friend TMO, Tope Mark Odige. I will be with her on the mainland of Lagos in the game of money, where I will also be sharing with you the narrative, the only game you can play to win, and the winning formula, because the game has changed. 95% of people, that everybody plays the game of money, but most people don't play the game of money. The game of money play them. So what happened is that because many people don't play, the money play them, so they are playing it wrongly. But a few persons that have learned to play the game of money, it's the best game in the world. My mentor said to me when I was 25, my mentor said to me what I did not totally understand. But now, in my 40s, I understand clearly what he said. He said that the best game in the world is not a game of soccer. The best game in the world is not a game of wrestling. The best game in the world is not a game of boxing. He said that the best game in the world is a game of money. If you master it, every other game will surrender to you. And I'm so happy to have obeyed him. I'm so happy to have been in this game. I'm still learning the game. I'm getting better at the game every single day. But may I tell you something, my friend? This game is sweet. It's called the game of money. Hope Saturday, I'm also going to be speaking for my friend for you are not paying to listen to me that day. The program is worth 250,000 for person, but if you can make it to the mainland of Lagos, I'm going to be there. If you want to see me, you want to get my books, you want me to autograph books for you, you want to take picture with me, you have been looking forward to see me every time I speak. Tomorrow, the upper Saturday, the whole of March, I'm going to be speaking in different places. And by the way, I'm traveling around the country right now. I'm promoting an idea called the Whip Global. I'm helping you to make 10 ways to make money in real estate. Okay, there are 10 ways you can make money in real estate. I'm showing people all around the country. Now, we've been present in 11 states in Nigeria. Our goal is to get to about 25 states in Nigeria and to have presence in 14 countries on the continent of Africa. We're already present in 11 countries on the African continent, and we have partners now from India. We have partners now from the United Kingdom. We have partners now from different places. My goal is to make you rich. That's why I'm born. I'm born so that you can live a freedom lifestyle. Thank you, everyone. I'm looking forward to connect more with you. If you have not gotten my books, please do. Go to my YouTube page. I have hundreds of videos for you that will literally transform your life. And when you get there, subscribe to the video because it's going to help you more. And thank you. I love you. God bless you. Have a beautiful night. Oh, forget to tell you, don't go away until you share this video. All right? Bye.